Now, unbeknownst to me, the chance encounter which drove me to join the Army was probably the catalyst for me sitting here today. I didn't know that the Army would provide me these opportunities and this education because I had no real idea what the Army did. I had no exposure, and I had no understanding or no one to guide or mentor me to push me in that direction. Looking back on my path, there are two things which I think were the most important, especially when we're now discussing Indigenous digital literacy and the logical extension, which is, how do we enable Indigenous people to join the technical workforce? The first one is that someone's grades at school is not really a very good measure of the aptitude for technical tasks. There are a whole host of external factors which impact grades. And the environment away from home or the environment at home may not be conducive to study, and they also may not be a precedent to study in the family. Once school is finished, not many people have the opportunity to have 4 goes at year 12 like I did. And they often just take whatever job they can. So I'd say that technical Indigenous talent could be potentially wasted by these artificial barriers to entry, such as fixed grades, and to some extent, which puts the problem at arm's length from any organisation, because ultimately the failure is somewhere else, not actually within the organisation. Finding a way to allow Indigenous people with technical aptitude, but not the grades, into the workforce would be an important first step, followed then by the opportunities to continue their studies. And I see that the program that Nick mentioned seems to provide some of these features. Finally, is that you can't dream of something that you've never seen. We need to foster young academics to enable them to return their communities and Indigenous forums so that they're both seen and heard by Indigenous children, so that they can see that technical pathways exist and are a possibility. And the last thing I'd say is that we should all recognise the power that defence and defence industry plays in Australia and the Australian psyche. Defence was the first equal opportunity employer of Indigenous people and against the laws of the land at the time. So I would say that we need to continue playing this role, ensuring that there is parity across all ranks of defence and all technical trades.